I'm going to just try to do the maybe even numbers this go around. So real quick, just recapping what we went over in class. You're looking for the greatest common factor. Again, you can pause the video, copy the problem, try it out yourself, hit play, see if you got the right answer or how to work it out. Also, smash that subscribe button. Anyway, I know that the R would be the greatest common factor. There's no numbers over here in the first term. We just have the negative or minus 6 over here, but we do have the R's. And there is an R there, and you always pick the smaller one. So R, remember there's two R's there, so those cancel. We do have one R left. These R's cancel, minus 6. Done. 4. Since a trinomial, greatest common factor, there are none. It is written in standard form. So, negative 35 on top, negative 2 on the bottom. Do some calculations. Probably negative 7 plus 5. Negative 7 plus 5 is negative 2. Multiply, we do get the negative 35. So x minus 7, x plus 5. Boom, because we're factoring. 6. It is a trinomial. It is in standard form already. And, did you say it was a trinomial? I think I did. And there's no greatest common factor. That's right. Standard form, greatest common factor. We're good to go. Multiply the 7 times the 8, and we get the 56. Negative 57 on the bottom. That's right. 56 and 1, but they both got to be negative. Two negatives make a positive. Check. Negative 56 minus 1 is a negative 57. So n minus 56, n minus 1. Multiplied by the 7, so we got to divide by the 7. And remember, our notes tell us to reduce. Negative 56 over 7 reduces to negative 8. So 1 over 7 does not reduce, so we do the bottoms up. So 7n minus 1. Skadoosh. Again, pause the video where you need to, rewind, play again, and be checking your work. This is a 4-term polynomial. We are going to group. It is written in standard form. Check for greatest common factors. There are none. So group the first two. I can pull a 5 and a r squared. Again, always picking the smaller variable there. So 5r squared. 20 divided by 5 is 4. R3, R2, that's like 3 minus 2, so it's just 1R. We got negative 25 divided by 5. We get a negative 5 there. As we said in class, these are very, very, very similar to each other. The only problem is all the signs are wrong. So to flip-flop these signs, factor a negative 1 out. If we factor a negative 1 out, well, then that turns into a positive 4r, and that positive 5 turns into a negative 5. Our parentheses do match. Ergo, we are doing the right thing. Bring down the 5r squared and that minus 1. Bring down the 4r minus 5. Pat yourself on the back. You just group those, and you are done. Boop. Now we are solving. Okay. Again, I'll still do the even numbers. We want to keep that guy positive, so we need to move this side. So in order to do so, I suggest we subtract the 10x and add the 24. Subtract the 10x, add the 24, because what you do to one side, do to the other. So x squared minus 10x plus 24. It is a trinomial. 24 on top, negative 10 on the bottom, negative 6, negative 4. Negative 6 minus 4 is negative 10. Negative 6 times a negative 4 is a positive 24. So x minus 6, x minus 4, still equaling 0. We have to separate these. They can both equal 0, and then solve for x. Scroll down a little bit. Or you can take the shortcut. We talked about the shortcut. And you can just pull out the opposites. But don't confuse that with factoring or you'll get these wrong. You only do that shortcut when you're solving. Okay? Again, rewind if you need to. Pause the video if you need to. Sleepy. Let's see here. We got taking square roots. We got a 12 here. C. We're going to need to get that guy by itself. So add 7 to both sides. Gives us a 56 on that side. Those cancel. 2p squared. Again, order of operations, getting p squared by itself. They're being multiplied here, so we got to divide. P squared, 56 divided by 2 is 28. Remember, take the square root. P equals root 28. Remember, in case you've forgotten, you can still plug that in your Casio, and it'll simplify for you. 2 root 7. Plus minus. Do not forget the plus minus. Also, if I was asking for decimals, remember, you can simply hit SD, decimals. So if I wanted this in the hundreds place, it'd be 5.29, because that 1 will not round that 9 up. So 5.29. All right, let's look for another even problem. Here's one. Again, railroad tracks if you need them. Subtract 8. 204 minus 8. I think that was 196. Divide by 4. X squared. Oh, what was that? 196 divided by 4 was 49. Should remember that one. Again, take square root. X equals plus minus 7. Okay. Oh, my slate, I think, just gave me a warning that it's about to die. So I need to hurry up and finish. Quadratic formula, real quick. You got to subtract 1. I hope this thing don't die on me. 4m squared minus 7m minus 1 equals 0. You need your a, which is, in this case, it's 4. You need your b, which is negative 7. And we need our c, which is negative 1. And then plug it into the quadratic formula. I will be providing this during the test. So negative b, so negative 7, 2 negatives, plus minus root. Remember, that is part of the formula. That does not go away. You're substituting the b, which is negative 7. Parentheses, negative 7 squared minus 4. Parentheses, a is 4. C is negative 1. Parentheses, all over 2 times a, which is 4. Again, you can grab your handy dandy calculator. All right, the calculator said nope. All right, come back. There we go. Sorry about that. Fraction key, negative, parentheses, negative 7. Again, I think you can use the minus sign in these situations as well. But I kind of already developed a habit of hitting the negative. Minus 4. Again, I'm plugging it in just like I see it. Remember, Desmos will not simplify it. It'll just give you the decimal. And depending on the fraction, it might give you a fraction. This will give it to me in the simplest radical form. So in this particular situation, it's 7 plus root 65 over 8. But I know already that this would be a plus minus in this spot. I already forgot the number. 65, 8. All right, 65, 8. That is my answer. And again, if I wanted decimals, hit the SD, round, that'd be 1.88. Get the other answer by changing that plus to a minus. Again, hit the SD, round, negative 0.13, because the 2 will not round the 3 up. All right, we'll skip that one. And this, and this is for completing the square. I think, yeah, so if I taught you completing the square, it's on the test. If I didn't, don't worry about it. I'll do 18 real quick. Oh, how about we do 20? I don't think I did 20. We'll do 20. So, completing square, we got to make some space. So, n squared minus 2n. We're going to add 14 to both sides. So, those guys can cancel. Have our space. 8 plus 14 is 2. Yep. All right, remember, we got to take that negative 2. Divided by 2, we get a negative 1. Take that negative 1, square it, so we can get our 1. Plus 1, plus 1. This is already set up because we completed the square, so n minus 1 squared should equal 23. Take the square root. N minus 1 should equal plus minus 23. I know this doesn't simplify, so I told y'all when it's irrational, you can go ahead and just add the 1 to both sides, or whatever that constant might be. So n equals 1 plus minus root 23. And again, depending on the directions, if I want a decimal, you're going to have to plug this guy in, whoops, to get that decimal when you hit the SD. This particular situation, that 5 around that 9 up, so it causes a trickle effect. So this would be 5.80. And then again, change the plus to a minus, enter, SD, negative 3.80 again, because that 5, trickle effect, 80, so 3.80. All right. Oh, nope, not that. See you later.